What is up, guys? Back at you with a little bit of commentary on another open workout. This one is going to be 20.3, which is a repeat from 2018. It was 18.4, which was 21:15.9 of deadlifts and handstand push-ups. The deadlift weight for the first round is 225 pounds for the guys, and then we had that awesome handstand push-up standard that nobody likes for the handstand push-ups. If you got through that part, you got to move on to a heavier barbell. For guys, it was 315 pounds. And again, it was 21:15.9 as the rep scheme. But in between the deadlifts, you did handstand walks for 25 feet instead of handstand push-ups. So you can see here, I'm moving the weight pretty well. I did 2 sets to open up. I did 15 and 6. My plan was to go 7, 7, 7. Yeah, I didn't do that. I felt really good. I felt like the weight was light, and so I just decided to go for it. This handstand push-up standard is not one that I care for. I don't like the whole measuring of the forearm and stuff. The only reason I don't like it is because they only use it in the open. If they used it throughout all of competition, I'd be fine. I wouldn't care at all. But I just don't particularly care for it because it's kind of picky that it's only in the open and it's not all the time. I was really impressed, however, with how well I did. Granted, I only did a little bit better than 2018, but overall I never felt like I was out of control. I didn't fail nearly as many reps as I did in 2018, and I felt like my game plan and my body position was so much better throughout the whole thing. You can see I started out, I did a few strict, and now I'm kipping them. I'm not really sure why it got so hard so quickly. I've really been working on my vertical pressing strength, so I have gotten a lot better at that. It was just for some reason on this day, I could not find the rhythm that I've been finding in past workouts. But it also has to do with that, having that line up on the wall and constantly thinking about that and just being too focused on the standard. One thing I am really happy about watching this back is watching me as I push through the floor and extend all the way. You can see that I try to push my head through to try and get my body in that nice straight line. You can tell I'm trying to squeeze my butt, lock my quads, and get my body in a straight line, as straight as possible up against that wall so that my back's not bending like this, right? That's when you start to have those issues of not being able to reach a line. So this set of 21, I finish it up, I turn to my judge, and I turn to him and I'm like, hey, there's people who've already finished this first half of the workout right now. He just shakes his head and walks on. Get back to the deadlifts. Not really like out of breath. Again, I'm trying to manage the fatigue. I don't have a clock up here right now, so hopefully I'll put a clock up, but I think I'm like 3 minutes in, probably less. And I'm trying to make sure I stand up all these deadlifts. I'm trying to make sure I save my back. I'm trying to make sure I stick my butt back as far as possible, load up those hamstrings, and just pull the weight off the floor. I did 8. I remember thinking 2 sets is the most I want to do on this. Corey and I do little daps in the middle of the workout because neither one of us are trying to move fast. We're just trying to focus on moving well. And it was really good to have him in this workout also because he's much stronger than I am and I'm a little bit better than he is at gymnastics. So being able to work out right next to him and stay paced with him was really, really good for me. So I'm holding on here, gonna get these 7 done, drop the weight, shake it out, breathe, look at the clock, making sure I've got plenty of time to get these last 2 rounds in. And now I'm just taking my time. I know I've got 15 handstand push-ups. That round of 21 got pretty dicey at the end, even though I did the first like 5 or 6 or 7 strict, like no problem. For some reason, it was just done. Another thing about this standard is you have to wait for your judge to tell you you're clear above the line when you kick up. So if you can hear, every time I kick up on the wall, I ask my judge to say good or right there or something, and then to let me know every time as soon as my heel gets over to let me know so that I can come back down. Because I'm trying to spend the least amount of time inverted as possible in order to save my shoulders. I love that you can see Corey disappear behind my weights almost completely and then his legs just pop up out of nowhere. There's some really good pain face photos out of this workout. So you can see the way that I bring my legs down here, I'm bringing them down almost out over my elbows, so it's more like a squat, like a frog kick, and less of like a cannonball tuck, like right in front of me. The reason I do that is because I want to make sure that I stay up against the wall, and I'm not wanting to kick away from the wall, because if you kick away from the wall and you don't get both feet up on the wall, your rep doesn't count. So let's see, I have no idea what number I'm on. Tommy's trying to tell me how much time is left. That's the name of my judge there on the right. Tells me I'm good. Man, I'm really bad at pulling my toes down. That's another thing about this standard is it's not something you really practice. You don't practice going up and then trying to get your heels as high as possible, because that's not really what they teach you in gymnastics. They teach you to point your toes so that you lock your quads and keep your body in a nice straight line. In this, you need to flex your toes, which means bringing them back towards your shin and get your heel higher up. I've got 9 deadlifts here. I'm not very confident that I'm gonna get them all. I start picking up the weight and I get to 5 and I'm like, screw it, you're holding on, you're doing them all. You can see my face, I'm starting to wince already. And I'm just like, nope, here we go. And again, I'm trying to use my back as little as possible. A lot of people use their back when they get tired in the deadlifts. They don't bend their knees as much. I was not having any of that. Got 9 handstand push-ups. And now I'm a little out of breath. And I'm kind of surprised by it. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not breathing heavy. Corey's wrapping up his round of 15 handstand push-ups. I'm starting on 9. I'm feeling good. I've got like 2.5, 3 minutes to get these done and get onto that 315 bar, which was my goal, was to get to that heavy bar. But you see, I do my first one, and my core is shot. My back is arched. I can't get my feet on the wall. I can't even hold myself up. So I'm walking around trying to catch my breath, take my belt off, thinking that might help. In hindsight, probably should have kept it on. It probably would have helped me stay a little bit more straight. Like, not that the belt would have helped, but the feedback would have helped tell me, hey, you're arching, you're in a bad position. There you go, clear over the line. And so it's taken me like over a minute to get these 2 or 3. And you see how long I'm staying upside down just to get my heels over the line. There you go. So now I've gotten 4 in one stint. You see me kick down that time. I don't kick down into a stand. I kick down into a lean. And at this point, I feel like I am not only trying to press myself up, but I'm also trying to extend my shoulder into my ear just to reach that line. If I can kick up and hold it, I didn't know Tommy wasn't looking there. Wasn't looking, and then I lose myself off the wall. So that's 2 times now that I've kicked up on the wall and missed the first one, and now it's getting in my head. Tommy says I've got 1:15 left. I should be able to knock these 5 out. I should be able to do all 5 unbroken and get back to the bar. Ugh, I kick off again. I'm so frustrated. That's like the worst thing I can do too, is to get frustrated in a workout, because it gets me, oh man, I'm so tired. I just crashed on my head and kicked down. Getting mad in a workout has never ever helped me in all my years of ever doing any kind of exercise, except for like getting in a fight. Like, that's the only time getting mad helps. But it doesn't help me maintain my composure. My feet start to spread out. Ugh. What do I have? 1 more? Holy crap. He just said 30 seconds. I gotta get 1. He's over there by my bar. He's ready to help me change the weights. I'm over the line. I look good. He starts picking up the 45. I kick up, and my heels don't touch the wall. So I'm trying to kick back up real quick. I'm trying to get this one. Oh, come on, get up, get up. Put your heels together. Nope. 3, 2, 1. Time. I am angry. I only did 2 reps better than I did in 2018. I'm mad that I didn't get through the first 90 reps. I'm gonna throw a little pity party now. You're gonna see me sit there. Corey comes over, tries to give me daps. I don't even look up at him. And I just pout. I'm just gonna lean against the wall. Frustratingly take off my wrist wraps. Throw them. I'm such a dramatic. Oh my god. I'm like a 2-year-old. DJ, super nice. She comes over. She gives me little daps. I'm such a drama queen. Come back over. So that's 20.3. I had a blast. It was really fun working out with Corey. I don't particularly care for that workout. I'm not one that believes that handstand push-ups are something that defines your fitness. You don't need to be able to do a handstand or a handstand push-up. In fact, after doing this, my neck was crazy sore and tight from having to hit my head on the ground so many times. So I'm not really a fan of handstand push-ups. I feel like there's better ways to get your overhead pressing stronger and to also build a core. Like doing a handstand is different. Doing a handstand, learning to hold yourself on your hands, that I understand has its place in fitness and in gymnastics. But if you're just trying to kick ass in life, handstand push-ups aren't necessary. But hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. As soon as the Open's over, we're going to get some more videos in here, but I kind of like doing these commentary ones. Let me know what you think of these commentary videos. If you want to see a couple of them after the Open on maybe some historic benchmark workouts or stuff like that. But I'll see you in the comments. Later.
Them legs. Oh my quad. Those legs. Look at them legs.